Well, hello, my YouTube family. 2 down, people. 2 down, 3 more to go. These phone calls. That's all I have to say. These phone calls. And when someone calls for someone else, and that someone else is away from their desk, not picking up the phone, how does it become my fault? How is it that you call back? Look, I've been calling so-and-so all day, and she hasn't been picking up. I haven't got time for all of this. What does she think? I'm at her beck and call. I'm trying to call her for some information. First of all, you starting off with can you? First of all, you started off with look. So already you setting me off. But I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to listen to you. And then when you calm the fuck down, hello? Oh, yeah, I'm here. I'm listening to you. Well, do you know if she's in? She's been in all day. Well, how come she's not answering her phone? I don't know. I'm not in her department. Oh, well, can you transfer me over there? Gladly. I'll let you sound stupid. I will give you the floor. I'll put a spotlight on your ass. You go right ahead. And then you try to figure out, okay, how is this woman that I'm bitching and moaning at, how's she going to help me? You should have thought of that before you picked up the phone. Maybe you should be kinder to the person that's answering the phone. Maybe the person that's answering the phone has nothing to do with the person that you're trying to call that isn't available. How's that my fault? I'm doing my job. My job, if I wasn't doing my job, you wouldn't even get somebody to pick up the phone in the first place. Then you could bitch and moan at me. But every single time that you've called, I've been the one to pick up the phone. You asked to be transferred, I transfer you. Is it my fault that the person I'm transferring you to isn't available, isn't answering the phone, is on another line, is out to lunch, is not in? How is that my fault? Why are you bitching and moaning at me? I'm not her mother. I'm not her twin. I am not related to the person that you want to speak to. So tell me again how and why you are bitching at me. Thank you for letting me vent. Let us get on with Lips of the Day. I just needed to release that. I know that you guys have nothing to do with me venting, but shit rolls downhill. And I'm tired of being the last one on the rung. So this is not just a once a day occurrence. This is every single day. Every single day, all day. Personally, I would have made it a rule to shut all the phones off between the hours of 1 and 2. Just shut them completely off. Send out a notification or whatever. Please do not call your coordinator or come to see your coordinator between the hours of 1 and 2. That is when they are out to lunch. But no, that would probably be the smart thing to do. I know there are some companies that do that. They shut it down for an hour so everybody can have lunch and then they come back. Because why are you coming during lunch hour when you know that that person goes out to lunch at that particular hour? I'm sure every single coordinator has told their aides, please do not come to the office. If you need to see me, please do. If you want to see me, call first, see if I'm there, but don't come between the hours of 1 and 2 because that's when I'm out to lunch. And Queen of Darkness is the one that set that rule up. She's the one that informed them that they have to take their lunch from 1 to 2. She didn't break up the department. Like when I was at the radio station, half of the sales assistants, that was smart. Half of the sales assistants would go to lunch from 1 to 2. The other half of the sales assistants will go to lunch from 1:30 to 2:30. There is a little bit of a gap where nobody's there, but it's not that long. It's only a 30-minute gap. And sometimes people come back early. So somebody will always be there. But no, Queen of Darkness decides all the coordinators. That was her genius idea. All the coordinators, every single one of you, go to lunch at 1 to 2. You're not telling the aides that their coordinators won't be available from 1 to 2. So when their aides call for them during that hour, which is kind of stupid to begin with, because pretty much the set rule of lunch and work in particular is usually between the hours of 12, which is when I take my lunch, 12 to 2. That's usually around about when every company, some particular department is out to lunch during that time. But people who were not born in this country pretty much don't know the rules and regulations. They just feel that I'm coming to see you. You should be available for me. That's the attitude. And then when they come to my desk, is so-and-so here? Well, she's out to lunch right now. Out to lunch? Did I say something foreign? Was I not speaking English properly? Yes, she's out to lunch. She won't be back. Now, here they come at around like 1:05 or whatever. Well, when are they coming back? 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock? I'm not going to sit here for an hour and wait until they come back. Okay. What do you want me to do? I can't help you. Obviously, what you need is coming from your aide. Your aide is not at her desk because she is out to lunch. It's one of two things. You either go about your business, do some shopping, go back home. I don't care. But you have to come back at 2 o'clock. Either you don't come back at 2 o'clock today, or you come back to 2 o'clock tomorrow, or you come and see her earlier than lunch hour, or you come and see her later than after lunch. You have a multitude of options. But you screaming at me, that's not one of the options. I can't help you. Let's do lips of the day, people. Let us do lips of the day. We're going to start off with the liner. It is a Milani liner, one of my favorites. And this is in the shade Grape Crush. You will not be able to see that because it's gold written on top of gold. That was brilliant. Anyway, Grape Crush, lined and filled. I haven't done this one in a while. This is Maybelline Bold Color Sensational lipstick. This is a matte. And it's in the shade Berry Bossy. 820. I don't think you'll see that. Berry Bossy. And this is what Berry Bossy looks like. There you have it. That is Berry Bossy. And there you have it. That is Berry Bossy. And if you do not have a Carmex or a Blistex or some form of lip balm underneath this, you will pay dearly. Because even though it's a creamy formula, it's a dry, creamy formula. And I wasn't about to pass up this shade. I knew what I was getting myself into when I bought it. But this shade, though. That's all I have to say about that. So that is Berry Bossy. And that is Berry Bossy. And that is Lips of the Day. Yeah. It's only Tuesday, and I really wish that the week was over already. Like, and it was a gray, kind of semi-rainy, cloudy, kind of yucky, no sunshine whatsoever kind of a day. A little bit of a chill in the air. Yeah. It was one of those you want to just stay in bed, maybe just drink some coffee or some hot chocolate or something. You just didn't want to get up. It's that kind of a day. You just don't want to get up. So that's basically it in a nutshell, people. You know, this job exhausts me. And it's not really the amount of work that I have to do, because even though I have a multitude of these phone calls to do, I still have to answer the phone. I have to answer calls, make calls, talk to people, have them yell at me, and can't say nothing back. What else? I have to do this project, which consists of making the calls. And oh, remember I was telling you about this other project that Alpha's a trip. No, she really is a trip. Remember the notebook, and people have to, like, I have to ask them if they have friends who want to be aides, and then, yeah. So she opened, the notebook is right at the corner, because it's not just purely for me. And I have notes on the notebook, so anybody who wants to, feel free to ask anybody, any of the aides, that if they have friends that want to be aides, simply give them your name and phone number and what have you. I had one name, and here comes Alpha. Oh, you still have just one name? I said, yeah, because I'm in the middle of doing this other project, and you know, I'm doing the project, I'm answering the phone calls, I'm talking to people. I don't have time to do a project on top of another project. Oh, well, I guess you better tell. And then she has a nickname for Queen of Darkness, and she said that. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. So I remember that Queen of Darkness had sent out an email due to this project that Alpha is talking about. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be on the list, so I have to be on top of this project. I'm CC'd on it. I'm not attentioned to. I'm CC'd. She is attentioned to. So I'm not going to sweat it. That book is going to stay with that one name. I don't care. If Queen of Darkness has a problem, I'll tell her, well, I couldn't do this project with the phone calls and answering the calls and people coming to my desk, as well as asking them. Because Queen of Darkness already knows the amount of calls that I have to make. And I pressed it to her again today. So if Alpha thought that she was going to, put the fear of God in me, when she said, oh, well, you better tell, I'm not going to tell Queen of Darkness nothing. Your name is on the list. She thinks that I'm going to do the project for her. She got another thing coming. No, you get people sent to your desk all the time. You ask them if they have friends, and you write your name on the notebook or make a list for yourself. Bitch, I'm not going to do your work for you. She really thinks that she's trying to look like she's doing something when she ain't doing jack shit. Most of the time when I go back there, she's sitting on somebody else's desk and they just keying and having a good time. Because she knows that sometimes Queen of Darkness has her door closed, or sometimes when Queen of Darkness goes out to lunch, that's when she thinks she has free reign of the entire thing. But she thinks, I'm very professional. That's bullshit. I see her for what she is, and she's a fake. Okay? So, and this is the person that can't put a sentence together, by the way, but you all that and a bag of chips. But when you need something written, who do you come to? The one that you trying to put the fear of God into? When I remember to ask whoever has a friend that wants to be an aide, then I ask. But most of the time, the aides are coming in, I'm on the phone, I'm getting materials for other aides that are asking me to do stuff. I'm answering the phones. No, boo-boo. When you come and cover for me for lunch, you feel free. Feel free. I'm not going to sweat it. I was CC'd, which means she just wants everybody to see the note. But the actual job itself, boo-boo, that's you. That's not me. So you could look all into the notebook all you want to. I've got enough projects. And Queen of Darkness knows I have enough projects. Because today, at around 4:30, I went to her office. I have to give her the direct deposits, as I always do. And I said, oh, I'm still doing those phone calls. And she's like, are there a lot? I said, yeah, there's a lot. She should know. You gave me front and back pages. So I'm not sweating this other thing that Alpha thinks that she's going to scare me into. No. So that is that. With that, upon that. I can't, people. I mean, I can because I have to. But there are times. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are times when people like to try you. They like to flex their muscles. You ain't the boss of me. You may be thinking that you the boss of your department. Maybe Queen of Darkness made you the boss of that department. Because that's Queen of Darkness's new plaything. Yeah. So that's got nothing to do with me. I'm at the front desk. So you thinking that you're going to put the fear of God in me? Queen of Darkness knows I have a lot to do. If something happens to fall by the wayside and it really wasn't my original job to begin with, that's on you. That's not on me. Okay, I have to go now. I know I sound like I'm like depressed or angry or upset. It's just these people, and it's just this project. It is sucking the life out of me. It really is. And I've got something like, how many pages do I have left, front and back? I counted this morning. I forgot. I think it's like 28 or something like that. So it's going to be a while before I finish this project. It's going to be a while. And since I already clicked into Queen of Darkness's head that, yeah, there's still a lot to do, she already knows. So anything up after that, if Alpha thinks that she's just going to lean on me to do her work for her, I see how she got away in school. I see how she got away. It's obvious now. Because if you can't put a sentence together, obviously somebody was putting sentences together for you in order to pass at least English or vocabulary or something. Because you can't spell, you don't know how to put a sentence together, you need other people to write emails for you. Where were you during literature class or English class or vocabulary class, spelling class? Where were you? Rubbing up against the cute boy so he could do it for you? You paying for it now though, aren't you? Because that's the only time a flicker of insecurity comes through her eyes, is when she either has to come crawling to me to ask me to write something for her, or maybe she's going about asking somebody else. The fact of the matter is, you're asking other people to write things for you. Okay, I'm done. I need to relax. It needs to be Friday now. It really it needs to be Friday now. It needs to be Friday. Okay, I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, hopefully I'll be in better spirits. I don't know. Is there a full moon or something? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll try to be in better spirits tomorrow. Okay? Mwah. Bye now.